If your budget is quite low and you want the best drone for the exact amount of money that you have, then this video is for you. First I'll cover a few really cheap beginner drones, then I will up the price and go through a few different price categories for each one of you to find their perfect drone. I can't cover all the drones that I would recommend, so I made a more complete article with cheap drones sorted by price down in the description. Hi, I am Paul from droneski.com, and if you want to see more buyer guides like these or individual drone reviews, then you should subscribe and hit the bell notification icon. So let's get started. It's the year 2020, so I'll cover every drone that has been released so far. I will make this video and most of my buying guide videos updated at least once a year if some really relevant drones are going to be released. But I will update the article much more frequently. I will start with my favorite cheap quadcopter, and I think this is the cheapest quadcopter you can actually start flying with. And it's not even a new release. However, the Ichin E010 is still one of the greatest beginner drones. It's great for indoors flying, and it has these probe guards to protect it if you fly into walls, for example. And I admit, this is one of the most durable quadcopters I've ever flown. It's great for any beginner that wants to fly for their first try, and even for kids to try. It doesn't come with a camera, but this drone is super cheap and very small. You can check prices in the description. I'll leave a link both to Amazon and Banggood.com. Banggood is where this originates from, so it's cheaper. But it will take about 2 weeks to get to you if you live in the US. However, the shipping is free, so it depends if you want to pay less or get it faster from Amazon. You will find drones under $50 that have cameras and brag about incredible stuff. But it's not really true, and those cameras are really shitty usually. We're still under $100 here, but this time we jumped the price a bit, and this drone also comes with a pretty good camera. The DJI Tello is still a revolutionary drone in 2020, and I don't really see anyone beating it for the market segment. It comes with an electronic image stabilization, which is super useful and something we see only in expensive drones. The Tello is great for beginners as it flies super stable thanks to its camera sensors underneath that detects surfaces and keeps it steady. The range isn't extremely great as it's controlled with a smartphone, but you can extend it up to 200 meters if you use a Wi-Fi range extender from Xiaomi, for example, that costs like $10. Oh, and by the way, the Tello takes some extremely good photos. I was absolutely amazed how good quality they are compared to anything else I've seen on the market. The MJX Box 3 is something else entirely, a brushless quadcopter under $100 with an incredible build quality, powerful enough to carry a GoPro and even add a gimbal on it later. You might even see a more expensive version of this exact same drone on Amazon called the Force F100 drone. It's the exact same drone, but the MJX Box 3 is the original stuff, and you can find it on Amazon or on Banggood at really low prices. For the next drones, I will step up the price a little bit. However, if you still want to buy a drone that's under $100 and you haven't decided yet, you should check out my top drones under $100 article, either here at the top or down in the description. The Box 3 comes in two versions, one with a standard camera where you can see the live feed, as well as one without a camera, perfect for a GoPro or an action cam. The Hubsan Zeno is one of the most appreciated camera drones on the market by people on a budget. I have tested it with my own two hands, just like with every other drone on the list, and I also made a full review here on the channel and on the site, along with comparisons with the DJI Spark and more. A new Hubsan Zeno 2 drone will come out soon, but it's going to be quite a bit more expensive, so it's definitely not in the same price category. The Hubsan Zeno is a great 4K camera drone with 3-axis stabilization, GPS, and some recent software updates that made it even more reliable. There were some toilet bowl movements in the past because of the GPS, but not after the update. Everything has been fixed. It's also a foldable drone with a good 1 km range, so it's quite hard to fail by buying this one. You can check the description if you want to see more videos I made with this drone, also comparisons with it and some of DJI's drones. Again, I have made the top drones under $300 article on my site if you want to check more drones in this price range. The Xiaomi Fimi A3 is another really good drone in the same price range as the Hubsan, but a bit different, I admit. It's not foldable and the camera is only 1080p. So in terms of camera quality, it's a bit inferior, although it still comes with a really good 2-axis gimbal stabilizer. However, what this drone comes with that I find really interesting is an included controller with a screen. The build quality of the drone itself and the controller are superior to the Hubsan Zeno, and the image is sent in 5.8 GHz analog signal. So the lag is much less, and you can connect it to any external monitor or even use cheap 5.8 GHz FPV goggles with it, which can make things quite interesting. The DJI Mavic Mini is recently released and I absolutely love it, especially since it's under 250 grams, so you don't have to register it in the US and most other countries as well. It's lightweight but can still handle winds great. Comes with an incredible battery life of 30 minutes and a 3-axis gimbal. All that for under $400. What more could you ever want for this price? Indeed, it doesn't shoot in 4K, it's 2.7K resolution instead. However, I was shooting in 2.7K resolution anyway, because 4K takes quite a bit of a PC and a lot of time to edit and render. This drone is perfect for travel, vlogging and even to make money with it. It doesn't have the advanced manual controls of more expensive drones, indeed, but it's not far from being a solid professional drone either. You can check my full review of it on YouTube or simply go in the description to check the article where I also have it compared with the other drones from DJI and the next drone on the list. The Xiaomi Fimi X8, even though it's a bigger drone, I would say would compete a bit for the same spot as the Mavic Mini. I don't like either of them better than the other, but this one might just be perfect for you. It's more suited for people who have a low budget yet still want to have control over their camera settings like ISO and shutter speed, unlike the DJI Mavic Mini. It's a foldable drone from one of the biggest tech companies in the world, but with incredible quality, a solid 3-axis gimbal and a 4K camera. The range is quite amazing and the transmitter is even better than DJI in my opinion. I have reviewed this on the site as well as here on YouTube, with a few videos compared with the other drones from DJI. DJI has a new Mavic coming soon, and there are some leaked pictures that I covered in a video. It's one of my latest videos right now as I'm posting this, so you can check it out yourself. You might want to wait for this drone if you have a budget of about $800 or so. I think that's how expensive this new drone will be. It's probably going to be better than all the drones that I have mentioned so far in this list, but it's also going to be quite expensive. So you decide if you want to wait or simply just buy one of the drones that I mentioned so far. You can also check the description for my full list of additional recommendations in these price categories. If you haven't yet decided what drone to buy, I strongly recommend you check my drone searching tool in the description or here at the top, where you can go and filter drones by price and any spec combination you prefer, including the battery life you want, the distance, the gimbal, if you want image stabilization or not, if you want it to be under 250 grams, and so on. In the meantime, you can check my latest video right here or the next video right here. If you want me to make more videos like this, it would be a really great help if you'd subscribe and hit the bell notification icon. The YouTube algorithm is also helped by liking this video, so I encourage you to do that if you want to help me. If you want to see all my favorite drones ranked, check the description for more links on that. Thanks for watching and see you later, alligator!